Do you think now is a good time to buy Bitcoin? Is still a good opportunity?
Yeah, so I get this question basically almost every day. Like, Christoph, do you know, is it a good time right now? Should I buy? Should I wait? So regarding game theory, it is more risky not to place your bet than buying a small stake in Bitcoin, right? If you have a spare $100 a month, why not using savings plan and do the DCA thing, which stands for dollar cost averaging? Basically, put the same amount of fiat money in Bitcoin every month by a savings plan, fully automated, of course. And then you have not the timing issue. And actually, it's not important to do the timing thing. What is important is that you understand the fundamentals. And if you ask the question, is it now a good time to invest? You see Bitcoin as an investment asset. What I see Bitcoin as a savings asset. No? I consider that as money, as actually saved and converted working time. Yeah, we don't know the price, but if you do it on a constant basis, it makes the most sense, and it's the best way to enter the market and neglect and shut down the relevant question of when would be the best timing. Yeah, because no one knows timing. No one knows the price of tomorrow. To put your toe in the waters slowly but gradually is much more efficient than trying to get the best day or the best hour giving and providing your largest investment.
Interesting. And that's because you expect Bitcoin to be something completely different and it's just an investment asset, but as the money of the future, right?
In my opinion, it's rather a savings vehicle than an investment asset, because for the very simple reason that you have the opportunity to gain or acquire a digital part or digital share, if you want to say so, of something absolutely scarce, which is limited to 131 million Bitcoin, which is important to understand, which is dividable by 8 digits. It can be divided into 100 million subparts. One Bitcoin are 100 million sats. And you don't expect any return in terms of interest rates or some dividend out of Bitcoin, because this is not what Bitcoin was built for, right? And it can be used first and foremost as an store of value, and then as medium of exchange. And the fundamental new part of Bitcoin is that it's actually both. Yeah, think about the stock. The stock is certainly an investment asset, certainly a medium to store value, but it's definitely not a medium of exchange. No one is paying with stocks. There might be exceptions to that, but no real individual would try that. So think about real estate. Yeah, certainly store value, but is also why real estate prices are skyrocketing since 20 years. Yeah, but no one would consider it as a medium of exchange. And this is also underlined by the Fidelity study, is that it works as medium of exchange and it's used a lot. And in comparison to all other crypto assets, it is the most used network when it comes to facilitate payments. Yeah? You may have the super fast Solanas, and you have the vast majority of Ethereum layer 2 side chains and roll ups, and you name it. But they are not facilitating the number of payments that you have on a Lightning network. At least that's the outcome of the Fidelity study. For the very simple reason, because only in Bitcoin you have to store value first and then as medium of exchange. So this is why I say Bitcoin is a saving asset. I came for the investment asset, but now for me it's more the saving asset.
Yeah, that's the journey a lot of people go through, right? So that's probably why we're gonna see a lot of adoption, because a lot of people go in as investment asset and realize it's something of a different beast there.
when you come through the journey of Bitcoin, so the first 5 years of Bitcoin was adoption seen by nerds, techies, geeks, but visionaries, of course. And then year 5 to 10 was tech savvy and tech affine individuals who joined the network. And after that, year 10 to 15, the last 5 years, we have seen adoption in several communities, adoption in several corporations, amongst companies or other networks. And the interesting thing, the next 5 years, what we are seeing right now is nation state adoption. So this is a trajectory of Bitcoin will be adopted more, and what makes it so interesting to see right now.
Yeah, cool. And this is also something which is kind of implicated in the hearing of the strategic Bitcoin bill in Texas, which took place on the 18th of February, where Senator Josh Gardner made some interesting statements, and we are going to listen to them now.
This bill, Senate Bill 21, creates the Texas Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, sending a clear message regarding the decades-long spendthrift stewardship of our country by the federal government. Individuals and investment firms have reacted to excessive spending at the sovereign level by seeking alternatives to fiat currency. These alternatives have historically included gold and land, but now include, to many, cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, referenced as digital gold by the United States Treasury, has become a recognized asset in the financial markets. Besides individuals holding Bitcoin directly or through custodianship on exchanges, multiple publicly listed SEC-regulated Bitcoin ETFs are now traded on U.S. stock exchanges. Bitcoin offers unique advantages in the digital era due to its limited supply and decentralized nature, in contrast to the federal government, which has an unlimited printing press and centralized control of the currency. In fiscal year 2024, the federal government spent $6.9 trillion, accounting to 24% of the nation's gross domestic product, according to the June 2024 estimate of the Congressional Budget Office. In 2024, the federal government collected $4.92 trillion in revenue, a shortfall of approximately $2 trillion. This was made up of money from a variety of sources, including taxes, custom duties, and national park admission fees. Growing debt, in addition to the rise in interest rates over the past couple of years, has significantly increased the cost of federal borrowing. In 2024, interest costs on the national debt totaled $881 billion, interest costs, surpassing most other components of the federal budget. This is why people are reaching for alternatives to fiat currency, because all fiat currency eventually goes to its natural worth, which is the paper it's printed on. And we can buy land, we can buy gold. I think the state of Texas should have the option of evaluating the best performing asset of the last 10 years with a 60% CAGR, cumulative annualized growth rate of 60% over the last 10 years. That's an astounding return.
The sentence which was interesting is that he said Bitcoin offers unique advantage in the digital area due to limited supply and decentralized nature. Why is that so important in the digital era?
Yes, in a digital realm, everything can be copied limitless. Okay, email can be copied limitless. Social media pictures copied limitless. Everything can be copied basically without borders and without limits. Okay, this is why it was so difficult to create a digital but scarce money, because money, when having digital money, the digital bill could be easily copied. And this was one of the main technical challenges that Satoshi solved 15 years ago. So, and this is why Bitcoin, and in this case only Bitcoin, is so valuable, because it is fully decentralized and really limited to a certain amount, which is in this case 21 million Bitcoin. Any other cryptocurrency is not scarce. Either there's not a limit cap at all, or it's much, much higher. So real scarcity, it only comes with Bitcoin.
He he emphasized that Bitcoin represents a proactive approach to diversify Texas investment portfolio, with Bitcoin being the best performing asset in the last 10 years.
Like Bitcoin is one of its kind asset class, actually, is emerging probably once every 1,000 years or so.